Hey everyone, Blue Goblin here on my blugoblinX channel for a special back issue review, but it's only with one book. And in this review, I'm reviewing The Movement, issue number 5. Gail Simone, Freddie Williams II, just fantastic stuff. I mean, I wasn't able to get this when it first came out. I made a deal with Chris. I told him I wanted to remove this from my pull at Midtown Comics. I'm going to start getting it down here because I want to support Gail Simone. That's how much I respect her as a writer. You know, she is one of the few writers in the comic book industry who has yet to let me down. Everything I've read from her has been really good, if not awesome. So he understood. I want to support Gail Simone any way I can. So I got this issue, and all I'm going to say is it was fantastic. I mean, just the same good stuff that we've been seeing throughout this entire series. I mean, it's something different. It's something unique. It's something very intriguing, and it doesn't have Batman smeared all over it. Now, don't get me wrong. I am a Batman fan, but DC is kind of overworking him. But I love this cover. This cover is just, I think this is going to be an instant classic cover. But isn't it also funny that The Movement outlasted the Teen Trillionaire Green Team series or whatever the hell it was? It's not really funny at all. It was kind of predictable. In here, we're getting to see the Movement acting more and more vigilant. You know what their idea of justice is, and they even put the two of the crooked cops on trial at their headquarters, you know, and everything. And one of them is just deeply in regret for how corrupt they've been and everything. And the big brute cop, he just doesn't give a shit. You know, he's still gonna be a prick and an asshole. It's a perfect example of a cop who hides behind that badge and uses that badge as an excuse to act like he's above the law. It really is ridiculous, and I think the dynamic aspect of this storytelling is really, really heart-hitting because there are corrupt officials out there, not just cops. I mean, there's corruption everywhere you go. Sometimes it's inescapable, and this is a big reminder of that, and I really appreciated Gail's writing when it came to touching on that subject. It was very nicely handled. But it gets a little too far, but in a good way. We get to see this crooked cop actually bully Vengeance Moth, the girl in the wheelchair. And then when that happens, we get to see why she's called Vengeance Moth. Oh my God, that was one of the best parts of the book. I know this book is not exactly new, and I know I probably spoiled it a bit on my Tumblr page, but here I'm going to be respectful and not spoil it. Just get this book and read it, and just look at what happens with Vengeance Moth. Damn, that was a nice touch. Just more or less the same stuff, the same goodness that Gail has been giving us with this series. Fantastic stuff. There's already dissension in the ranks of this vigilante group. A certain member makes the decision to leave. It's one of those situations where there's an argument on both sides of the belief of having to deal with corruption and having to deal out true justice. Very, very well-told storytelling in here. The writing in here is dynamic. It is very compelling. I love it. Gail did a nice job with this issue. I'm not gonna describe in detail what goes on in this book because I honestly don't want to spoil it. I honestly believe it is that good. Do I recommend this series? Damn straight I do. This was incredible. A good read, fun read, very heartfelt writing, good dialogue. The artwork could be spruced up a little bit in my opinion, but for what we got, it was a solid read, a good book, a nice issue. I definitely recommend giving this series a read. Support Gail Simone. She's a great writer, I think. I think she's one of the best comic book writers today. And no, I'm not just saying that because I'm a diehard fanboy. I'm saying it because it's true. Gail has earned my respect and then some. This has been nothing short of incredible. I loved it. Thank you, Gail, for all this goodness. Well, Hope y'all enjoyed that little look at the movement issue number 5. Thanks for watching, everybody, and until next time, I'll see you all later.